So people claim to us all the time, like at least every week, that later abortions are only done or almost exclusively done for medical emergencies. We've covered a lot of evidence to show that that is not the case. If you go here, you can see some of it. We have interviews of abortion providers, examples of women seeking abortion, examples of clinics talking about providing abortions later than 21 weeks for non-medical reasons. But we aren't just saying that some later abortions are on healthy fetuses carried by healthy women. We're saying most of them are actually that way. So it's not just that not all of them are for medical emergencies, it's that most of them are not for medical emergencies. Now, admittedly, the data here is scarce. It's really hard to find quantifiable data talking about why women get abortions after 21 weeks. However, the state of Arizona does collect and report such statistics, and I'm going to walk you through how you can find them. So you can just Google Arizona Department of Health Services abortion reporting, and you'll get to this page. And if you scroll down a little bit from here, it'll show you the annual reports about abortion. In this example, I'm going to use what is currently the most recent report on their website, which is the 2020 report. We are going to be looking at 3 of the tables. If you scroll down in the table of contents, you will see a table for maternal characteristics and maternal medical conditions, a table for maternal characteristics and fetal medical conditions, and a table for gestational age at the time of abortion. The table for gestational age at time of abortion shows that in 2020, 169 abortions were done at 21 weeks or later. Table 7 is maternal characteristics and maternal medical conditions cited for obtaining an abortion, and they do break it down by gestational age. At 21 weeks or later, there were so few cited that they had to put an asterisk. That doesn't mean there were 0. It means that there were less than 6. So to be conservative, we'll just assume the maximum, which is 6 abortions after 21 weeks cited for maternal medical conditions. Table 8 talks about maternal characteristics and fetal medical conditions. And so at 21 weeks or later, there were 12 abortions where they cited fetal medical conditions. Now, keep in mind, it is possible that one of these 12 abortions was also one of the 6 abortions citing maternal medical conditions, but there's no way to know, so to be conservative, we'll assume they are separate counts. So that means in Arizona in 2020, there were, at most, 12 abortions for fetal medical conditions and 6 abortions for maternal medical conditions at 21 weeks or later. And that's out of a total of 169 abortions at 21 weeks or later. If you do the math, that means that 89% of the abortions at 21 weeks or later were not for maternal or fetal medical conditions. And if you repeat that calculation across all of the annual reports Arizona has available, it comes to something like 80% of abortions at 21 weeks or later are not for any cited medical condition. Once again, the idea that later abortions are only done, or even mostly done, for medical emergencies is a myth.